Prophet Muhammad is the last messenger of Allah and the most honored personality in Islam. Muslims around the world deeply love and respect him, and they also show great respect to his family, al-Bayt. To understand the early life of Prophet Muhammad, it is important to learn about his father, mother, and whether he had brothers or sisters. This article explains in clear English who the father of Prophet Muhammad was, his background, and the reality about the siblings of the Prophet. Name of the father of Prophet Muhammad. The father of Prophet Muhammad was Abdullah ibn Abdul Muttalib. Full name: Abdullah ibn Abdul Muttalib ibn Hashim. Abdullah means servant of Allah. He belonged to the Quraysh tribe. From the noble Banu Hashim clan. Abdullah was one of the most respected and well-mannered young men of Makkah. He was known for his honesty, good character, and noble behavior, even before Islam. Family background of Abdullah ibn Abdul Muttalib. Abdullah's father was Abdul Muttalib, the chief of Quraysh and the guardian of the Kaaba. Abdul Muttalib was famous for his wisdom, his leadership, his generosity, his strong belief in one God, though Islam had not yet been revealed. Abdullah grew up in a noble household where honor, hospitality, and moral values were deeply respected. Marriage of Abdullah ibn Abdul Muttalib. Abdullah married Amina bint Wahb, a noble woman from the Banu Zur'a tribe. Amina was known for her purity and dignity. The marriage was respected throughout Makkah. This union was blessed by Allah, as from it came the final messenger. Shortly after marriage, Abdullah traveled to Yathrib, later Medina, for trade. Death of Abdullah ibn Abdul Muttalib. One of the saddest facts of Islamic history is that Abdullah passed away before the birth of Prophet Muhammad. He died while returning from a trade journey. He became ill in Yathrib. He passed away at a very young age, around 25 years old. Important point: Prophet Muhammad never saw his father. A. Prophet Muhammad is the last messenger of Allah and the most honored personality in Islamic history. Muslims around the world love and respect him deeply. To understand his life better, it is important to learn about his family background, especially his father, and whether he had any brothers. This article explains these topics clearly and historically, based on authentic Islamic sources. The father of Prophet Muhammad. Name and lineage of his father. The father of Prophet Muhammad was Abdullah ibn Abdul Muttalib. His full lineage is Abdullah ibn Abdul Muttalib ibn Hashim ibn Abd Manaf ibn Qusay. Abdullah belonged to the Banu Hashim clan of the Quraysh tribe, the most respected tribe in Makkah. The Quraysh were the caretakers of the Kaaba, and Banu Hashim was among the most noble families within Quraysh. Character of Abdullah ibn Abdul Muttalib. Abdullah was known in Makkah as a handsome, kind, and noble man. He had a good reputation for honesty and moral character, even before Islam. Many historical accounts mention that he was admired for his dignity and good manners. Allah chose Abdullah to be the father of the final prophet, which itself shows his honorable status. The story of the sacrifice vow. One of the most famous stories related to Abdullah is the vow of his father, Abdul Muttalib. Abdul Muttalib once vowed that if Allah granted him 10 sons, he would sacrifice one of them for Allah. When he finally had 10 sons, he decided to fulfill his vow. The name that came out in the draw was Abdullah, the most beloved son. However, the Quraysh strongly opposed human sacrifice. They consulted a wise woman, who advised them to draw lots between Abdullah and 10 camels, increasing the number of camels until the lot fell on the camels. Finally, the lot fell on 100 camels, which were sacrificed instead of Abdullah. In this way, Abdullah's life was saved by Allah's will. This event is often seen as a sign that Allah had a great plan for Abdullah and his future son, P.